Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 Episode 1. It was the worst start to an anime season ever. Said no one ever. This was like the most amazing start to a season that I've seen in a while. If you guys read through the manga, through this part of the arc, this backstory arc with Gojo, Suguru, and the star vessel thing with a Tengen, from the end of season 1 until the beginning of season 2, when you flip through the manga, it's a little bit confusing and it skips by a lot, and I didn't even know it was a backstory until I saw Suguru. So the way that they started episode 1 of season 2 was super amazing, because who did they start it with? Who's the one character that we should know that turned from good guy to bad guy? And that's Suguru. So I love that the hook of the episode was about Suguru, because I don't think that was not in the manga at all. And I wish they added something like that in the manga to kind of help reel you in and start off this backstory. But they kind of just jump straight into the Mei sorcery thing with the other girl. I forgot her name already. Like, a lot of these characters, they're kind of like one step above NPCs. There are a lot of side characters in Jujutsu Kaisen, but what I loved about this episode is they created that scene with them being trapped in the house of it kind of reminded me, there was the Chainsaw Man arc with the Eternity Devil. It was kind of like that, but the way that the animation, like, oh my goodness, the animation was off the chain, man. The animation was so damn good. Dare I say, like, I enjoyed it just about as much as I love Ufotable's animation. And that's saying a lot, because Ufotable's up there, endless, bottomless pit of money. And Mappa, they poured a lot into this episode and hopefully this season. So if they could turn things that, seem like very average, when I read this part of the manga in this arc, no spoilers or anything, guys, obviously, it was just kind of like, okay, let me just get to what's happened with Suguru and Gojo. Like, it just seems very normal, very average backstory, but the animation and the storytelling through the anime, it could change it and change your perspective for the worse, or they can make it better. And this is a perfect example of the anime taking the manga and making it superior. Like, it's just nowhere close. It's in a good way. It is so much better than the manga, and I enjoyed this first episode. Did it change? Like, there was one scene that I just went through the manga a little bit. They changed just one subtle thing when the principal sends out Suguru and Gojo to go pick up the star vessel girl, whatever, for Tengen. Suguru in the manga actually stays with Gojo outside, but in the anime he actually goes to the hotel room, and that's a subtle difference that actually makes it a little bit more exciting. It's a little bit more of like movie trope-ish, right? And another thing to add to this is, when I saw and listened to a lot of the music for this arc, it was the jazz feel, right? It gave me off that cowboy bebop vibe, which is it's not a bad thing. That's actually a really, really good thing. But when they start playing that music, you think of what? You think of just, the protagonists, they're all gonna do super cool action-packed things. But you don't really get the feeling, anything's gonna happen to the characters. Anything really significant. Obviously, it's the first episode, but then again, a lot of characters can die in like the first episode. But besides that, the music was surprisingly, it fit so damn well. And you take it all the way to the end of the episode, and for me, the biggest star is not Gojo or Geto of this backstory kind of arc. It is Toji Fushiguro, and he was the cliffhanger at the end of the episode. So this was manga's chapters, I believe 65 and 66, and they did just a superb job. And just think about it, there's a lot of upcoming fights and stuff that I'm like excited about. If these kind of episodes, these kind of introductory episodes, these hook kind of episodes to the new season is this damn good, then my expectations just went through the roof, because they set the standard now, and I'm super excited. This episode was a 10 out of 10, whatever. It was perfect, man. I loved it. They made the characters all feel very important. I like Mei Mei's role. I love her character. She is like a simple kind of trope of a character too, but when they, you know, flesh out just a little bit more, we get to see a little bit more of these characters just not in their position of what their trope is, and they do a little bit beyond of what we know about them so far in the anime, that is. Then, you know, that gets me really excited, and it makes the world of, you know, Jujutsu Kaisen feel a lot more, you know, immersive. That is the one thing I could take away from this episode, is the immersion. It was immersive, the feel, the angles, the animation. It was just perfect. And yeah, I'm sure everyone else most likely felt the same too. So I just want to get this review out there, I guess kind of reaction review for you guys. But yeah, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, check out my blog at otakusen.com, check out my anime figure channel and my collectibles channel. Now I should start calling it collectibles channel. Started collecting cards and stuff too. So if you guys want to check out things I collect, check out that channel, check out my blog. And yeah, let me know what you guys thought about the, you know, first season or the second season of episode 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen. And I'll see you guys on the next video.